Taurus, this is Amber with Lives in Sync Tarot. Thank you so much for your patience while I was on my little hiatus. I appreciate you, love you. Thank you so much for your patience. And this is your reading for May 1st through 15th, 2017. General energies, of course. I didn't get anything from putting the cards out this time, but you do have the Sun card as your major arcana card for your life journey, meaning that there is some enlightenment that is coming about or needs to come about that you need. A feeling of success, a feeling of knowing what direction you want to take and being confident with making that decision. And for some of you, I feel like it's something new that you're going into or an old situation that's being renewed. The card that accompanies that is the crown chakra. The crown chakra is about your connection between your own wisdom that you've learned or acquired and spirit, being in connection. So listening to that, doing yoga, any kind of spiritual healing, chakra healing, or anything of that alignment, anything of that nature will be good for you right now. So you're trying to come into I feel like you're trying to come into some understanding about yourself or where you are or how to proceed, almost like a lost feeling. For your relationships energy, you have the base chakra. This is about finding security in relationships, things that are best for you for the long haul. Okay. For your love card, you have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. So it looks like you're focusing more on career instead of love, what you can bring to love as far as security, which is very interesting that these two cards were together. Things that you can bring to a relationship, or if you're able to bring that into a relationship, that's stability. Now, surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, health, or relationship, or if you feel aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Okay? So you may have a need to do a change is being offered to you, or you don't have a choice, and you have a fear that things will not be in alignment with what you had planned for yourself. And this is just reassurance that everything will be fine, and you should work on surrendering that fear so you're able to move forward, in a strong, methodical manner. So your higher self would like you to know indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So you are at a crossroads, just trying to figure out what to do, finding that enlightenment that you need to move forward. Okay, and just know that you use your intuition. Okay, healing this crown chakra, doing what's best for your highest good, okay, and your well-being in your life. Okay. So for I've already shuffled and meditated over your deck. This, if you're purchasing a reading from me, will be considered the full spread. You have the Four of Pentacles in upright, the Emperor in reverse, Three of Pentacles upright, Five of Swords in reverse, Empress, Nine of Swords in upright, Seven of Cups upright, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, Wheel of Fortune. On the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy, you have the Nine of Swords. Okay. Nine of Swords being your overall energy. I'm sorry, Nine of Wands. I apologize. Nine of Wands being your overall energy means that there's still more that needs to be looked at. There's still more that needs to be done. There's still more decisions that need to be made, more steps that need to be taken before you're done. Even though you're tired, you feel worn out, you're fearful that it won't come together, this is just letting you know that there's still, just be strong, stand up for what you believe in, and move forward, and it, you will follow through. In your past, you have the Three of Pentacles. And this means that you're in a partnership with someone, possibly within a career or working on a project, and you both have similar interests. This is just about having similar interests. It could be a relationship where you want to be in a relationship with that person, they want to be in a relationship with you, and there's a third person that is involved, something of that nature. Yeah, so it seems like you got bad news, or it's not moving forward the way you wanted it to. It's not being as profitable. The communication is off, or you got communication telling you that it won't grow, or something has happened to block what you've been trying to make happen. So the energy that, well, your core energy for this time is the Four of Pentacles. And that means that you're still trying to hold on. You're still trying to work things out. You're not giving up, okay? But just be careful about not holding on too tight, okay? Because that could be as bad as not holding on. Your challenge being the Emperor in reverse. It just means that you don't have control because you're trying to do too much control. You're trying to dominate, or trying to over control. I'm just going to pull some clarifiers. Yeah, you feel like you need to do something. You need to make action for your own security, or for your own future, for your own like the whole picture. You feel like you need to have all the control over it. Feeling like you have to do something. If you don't do something, you run the risk of not getting what you want, or it's not good for the continuation of what's going on. Like, it's not productive in the situation, all right? Or for you either, to get what you're trying to get. So in the future, you have the Five of Swords, and it looks like you realize that. You realize that you let go of that part of your ego, of trying to control it, and yeah, you get what you want. Yeah, you get, everything works out if you do that. So just let go of control of the situation, or trying to make too many rules, or feeling like you need to have a hand in, or something like that. So your hopes is the Empress, okay? Obviously, you want this to be fruitful and abundant. You want to be successful, okay, in what you're doing. Your strength is the Nine of Swords, meaning that you think about the past, or worry about what happened, so it keeps you on your toes. Basically, you know what it feels like to fail. You know what it feels like to be worn out, to do too much. So because you focus, or you are aware of those aspects, you're looking at both sides of the picture, okay? And that's, but it's possibly your weakness too, but we'll get there. So your fear is that you have too many choices. Too many things will happen. You won't be able to have control over the situation. You'll go into debt maybe. People won't pay attention, or come to a business. For some of you, come to a business. Or something, for some of you, the truth will come out. You'll be unhappy. Something of that nature. And your weakness is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Your weakness is that you're impatient. Okay, like you want things to happen now. But you have to be patient in order for things to grow, in order for things to align with the universe is what I'm hearing. It's not going to happen like immediately, okay? Just know that you make a decision for your own happiness and work towards that. Towards being happy, towards being blissful, being in peace, being calm. But you have to be patient. Just keep working, but be patient. Don't be pessimistic is what I hear. In your environment, you have the Two of Cups in reverse, meaning that someone isn't working with you. Yeah, it has something to do with a partnership or work. It's like they're not seeing your vision. And it's causing you to have to... It's like you see a cloud over your sunny day or what you're trying to do, like a hiccup in what you're doing, and you have to reevaluate. You have to reevaluate what you're doing because it doesn't seem like it's working. So you're trying to figure out how to get it to work or how to work it out. Beautiful outcome card. The Wheel of Fortune. Which means that it's all a part of your plan. It's all a part of your destiny. Things are starting to change. And that's why it feels so uncomfortable. That's why it doesn't feel stable to you. Don't try to stop things from happening. Don't try to stop it from the proverbial shit hitting the fan. Excuse me. Don't try to stop that. Okay? Because it's trying to fix the situation. It's not comfortable for you. You don't like it. But it's going to bring everything back to normal, okay? Back to where you were, back to being happy. You just have to keep following, okay? It's going to be a rough path. It's going to be rough. And it's going to look like it doesn't have any direction. It's not going to be a part of how you saw the plan, okay? But just continue to move forward, okay? Continue to move forward because the sun is there. These were your life path cards. The crown chakra is about being in alignment with what spirit is trying to do in your life and having the wisdom to know that. And the sun is enlightenment and clarity. Okay, that's where you're headed. It's a beautiful reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this or it resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do one for you. Just follow the link in the description box below. And I'll see you again for the end of month readings. I love you. Love and light. Bye-bye.